Welcome back, everybody. Today we're tuning crankbaits. So today I'm going to show you guys how to tune a crankbait. It's super easy. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a pair of needle nose pliers and the crankbait that you're trying to tune. Now, before I show you guys how to do this, let's talk about why you should tune a crankbait. Oftentimes when you guys get a crankbait, it will swim hard left, hard right, or it just can't make up its mind on the direction it's going. So we need to fix that. Now, if your crankbait is swimming all squirrely out of the box, it doesn't mean it's broken. So let's show you guys how to fix it. Now, every crankbait out of the box doesn't need tuning. This is specifically if you're trying to fish a crankbait a certain way, or if you just can't get your crankbait to go straight. The reason we want our crankbait to swim as straight as possible is so that it reaches a maximum depth. For example, this crankbait right here dives 8 to 12 foot. If I want it to get down to that range, I need to make sure it's swimming correctly. I know I'm in a studio, but if you guys can be on the water while you do this, it's gonna be the most productive because every time you adjust your crankbait, you're gonna wanna cast it and watch how it swims. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take our crankbait and we're gonna put our finger on the split ring. As you guys will see in the front of the crankbait, you have a split ring that sits on a ring connected to the bait. Hold that up with your finger, take your needle nose pliers, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna be adjusting that ring. The direction that you move the ring is gonna be based on how that crankbait is swimming. So if your crankbait is swimming hard to the left, you're gonna wanna adjust this ring to the right. If your crankbait is swimming hard right, you're gonna wanna adjust this ring to the left. So you're gonna wanna cast it out there, see what direction it's going, and then you're gonna adjust from there. So when we start, this is what I like to do. I like to take my needle nose pliers and just squeeze down on that ring. What this is gonna do is it's gonna somewhat straighten out that ring. Odds are if that crankbait isn't swimming straight, it's because that ring isn't straight. So most pliers, like needle nose, are gonna have a straight edge. So if you squeeze, it should be able to straighten up that ring just by squeezing. After you do that, cast out your crankbait, see how it swims. If it's swimming straight, it's as simple as that and you're good to go. But if it's not, this is where we're gonna make slight adjustments. So if my crankbait is still swimming to the right, I'm gonna bend this ring just a little bit to the left. Now this ring is delicate. Don't put a lot of pressure on there, just a little tiny adjustment every time. This might take a little bit, but I can promise you it's way more worth it to not break the crankbait by just taking multiple casts. So we're gonna make a little adjustment, cast that crankbait out there, reel it in. If it's still cutting hard left, we're gonna keep on just adjusting that ring until it goes straight. Just changing that ring right there on the front is going to change the direction in which your crankbait swims. Now, you don't always have to tune your crankbait to swim straight. There's certain applications where you might want that crankbait to hang left or hang right. Let's pretend we're fishing like a rock wall. A lot of times I like to take a crankbait and dig it down in those rocks. If I'm fishing parallel with a rock wall, when I'm reeling it, a lot of times what happens is that fish is, swimming alongside it. Now, that's going to work great. And you'll catch fish that way, but me personally, I'd rather be digging that bill down in those rocks because that's where those bass are hanging out. So if I want to stay out in front of this wall or try to get into it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tune my crankbait slightly into the direction that I'm trying to get that lure to go. So if my rock wall is over to the right over here and I'm casting where my crankbait's going right here, what I want to do is tune it so it's actually going directly into the wall, digging in those rocks. So what I'll do is I'll get in my boat, I'll cast, and I'll slightly adjust that crankbait until it's fishing the way that I want to. Overall, tuning your crankbait is going to allow you to fish more productively, and it's going to allow you to be flexible in certain situations. And sometimes, honestly, the crankbait out the box just doesn't swim straight, so if you never knew how to fix it, now you know. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped you guys out. If you're new here, do me a favor, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And if you're just looking to learn more about fishing, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.